take a look at this viral video from La Junta in southeastern Colorado.
Do aliens really exist? Imagine stumbling upon evidence so compelling it forces us to rethink our entire understanding of the universe. Did you know that in 1960, an astronomer named Frank Drake used a radio telescope in an attempt to catch whispers from civilizations beyond our own? This video takes you on a journey through the attempts to contact alien life and the mystery surrounding UFOs. And trust me, this story has more twists than a pretzel. The mid-20th century UFO craze mirrored society's deepest fears and greatest hopes during a time of scientific discovery and Cold War anxieties. Next, we'll examine how the stories from the past continue to shape our search for alien life. The fascination with flying saucers in the 1940s and 50s didn't just give Hollywood new material for blockbuster movies, it mirrored the complex emotions of an era. The phenomenon of sightings of strange objects zipping through the sky sparked a wildfire of curiosity and fear, serving as a canvas onto which the anxieties and hopes of the modern world were projected. Films like Earth vs. the Flying Saucers from 1956 tapped into the deep-seated fear of the unknown. These narratives were interwoven into the era's scientific curiosities and theories about life beyond Earth, from the rumored civilizations on Mars to the mysteries of the moon. The question that hung in the air was whether these visitors, if they existed, would come in peace or bring destruction. This dilemma was particularly common in a world still reeling from the impact of the atomic bomb. The awe-inspiring power of new technology was a double-edged sword. The Cold War was a time filled with tension and the scary possibility of nuclear war. This setting was just right for the UFO craze to take off. Imagine this, it's the 1960s, the Cold War is in full swing, and people are kinda on edge about invaders of a different kind, aliens. This fear wasn't just about what was out there in the stars, but also about who might be hiding next door. Could your neighbor be a Martian? In 1962, a comic called There Are Martians Among Us in Amazing Fantasy number 15 did just that. It showed the lands of flying saucers and everyone was on high alert, but there was no green guy in sight. Cut to a typical suburban couple. The husband heads out, warning his wife to stay indoors. But curiosity wins, and sneaks out only to get nabbed by humans. Yep, the twist is, they're the Martians. The story mirrored the era's anxieties. Replace Martians with Soviets or communists, and you get the picture. People were scared of the unknown, or the other. However, it wasn't all about fear. The mystery of UFOs and aliens brought a glimmer of hope too. Even with the Cold War worries and big questions from the atomic age, the idea of life beyond Earth sparked excitement. It made people think that maybe we aren't the only ones out here. And while we're chuckling at the idea of aliens disguised in human clothing, maybe shopping at the same grocery store as us, it's also to remember not to let fear cloud our judgment. After all, the only invaders we need to worry about are probably just the neighbor's cats sneaking into our yards. While we enjoy the playful thought of aliens walking among us, it begs the question, how do we separate fact from fiction when it comes to UFOs and alien sightings? Sacharya Sitchin was a curious man who read ancient Sumerian texts like bedtime stories and came up with a plot twist. Humans might not just be Earth's original inhabitants, but could actually have cosmic ancestry. According to him, there's an alien race called the Anunnaki mentioned in old tablets. After visiting Earth, they liked it so much that they decided to mess with the genetics of Homo sapiens. That's right, we might be part alien or at least tweaked by them. Now, fast forward to 1960 when astronomer Frank Drake tried to eavesdrop on alien conversations. He pointed a big radio telescope at the sky, hoping to catch signals from civilizations around two stars that look a lot like our sun. Despite his best efforts, the cosmos kept its secret sealed. 60 years and countless cups of coffee later, we're still waiting for the universe to whisper back. But imagine a universe. Now multiply that by a number so big it doesn't even fit on this page. Stanford physicist Andre Lind and Vitaly Van Churen suggest there might be that many parallel universes. It's like every universe decided to have a party, and no one thought to invite us. In this cosmic lottery, our universe hit the jackpot. If gravity were any stronger or weaker, or if atoms didn't stick together just right, we wouldn't be here. Everything just worked out for us. Yet, with all these potential universes out there, the big question remains. Are we the only living beings in the vast cosmos? The silence from space is deafening, but it hasn't stopped us from listening. What if the Anunnaki were like the odd relatives in our universal family tree? What if we're not just descendants, but have been genetically modified by them? Maybe, just maybe, we're part of a much larger family than we ever imagined. Now, let's fast forward to the discoveries that shook our understanding of the universe. Stay tuned. Dark energy was discovered just 2 decades ago and has the role in the universe's accelerator pedal, pushing the cosmos to expand faster over time. Scientists used to think our universe was a bit tight-fisted with dark energy, making it just right for stars, planets, and life to emerge. The theory was that too much dark energy would leave us with a universe too busy expanding to bother with the likes of galaxies or life. However, recent studies by teams from Britain, Australia, and Holland have thrown a wrench into this neatly arranged theory. By running computer simulations with dark energy levels dialed up from barely there to through the roof, they found something surprising. The universe didn't care. It went on making galaxies and lighting up stars like it was business as usual. This turns our old understanding on its head. It suggests that the universe isn't as finicky as we thought about the conditions needed to kickstart galaxies and stars. What this means for our search for alien life and understanding the cosmos is pretty exciting. Life's requirements might not be as rare or specific as we once thought, hinting that the universe could be teeming with potential homes for life. Could our universe be one of many welcoming homes for life? In a surprising turn of events that feels like a leap from science fiction to reality, the US government has started to open up its vault of UFO records. After years of whispers, conspiracy theories, and a whole lot of secrecy, this disclosure has everyone wondering, why now? And more importantly, what's in those files? The decision to release UFO records has sparked a wildfire of speculation. For decades, the topic of UFOs was not a part of serious discussion, often dismissed as the domain of enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. But with this official acknowledgement, the conversation shifts. What do these files contain that needed to be kept under wraps for so long? Are we talking about classified technology, evidence of extraterrestrial life, or something so mundane it was deemed too embarrassing to admit they'd been hiding it all this time? Yet, as we unravel the universe's vast mysteries, how do we distinguish between the unexplained seen phenomena in the cosmos and the mysterious sightings closer to home? Our fascination with UFOs and aliens often leads to sensational stories. For instance, a recent video caused quite a stir online. The footage in question was a supposed 10-foot alien making an appearance outside a shopping mall in Miami. However, as intriguing as the idea of a visitor from another world dropping by for some New Year's shopping might sound, the reality was far more terrestrial. According to Forbes, the video that set social media alight actually captured a significant police presence responding to a New Year's Day scuffle involving teenagers at the mall. The scene, ripe for misinterpretation, was quickly spun into tales of extraterrestrial activity. Miami police, speaking to NBC6, were quick to clarify that their presence was in response to the altercation, which led to multiple arrests and not due to any intergalactic visitors. Yet, as news outlets reported on an active shooter in the vicinity and images of police cars swarming the mall circulated, rumors took on a life of their own. Platforms like X buzzed with claims suggesting the police were actually there to confront 8 to 10 foot tall shadow aliens. While rumors of extraordinary encounters like the supposed 8 to 10 foot tall shadow aliens at a mall fuel our curiosity and imagination, it's the voices of experts and industry leaders that lend weight to the discussion of extraterrestrial life. Let's start with Robert Bigelow, a big name in the space industry who's not just about making swanky inflatable pods for astronauts. He's also got a keen eye on our extraterrestrial visitors. In a bold claim that could rival the plot of your favorite sci-fi movie, Bigelow suggests that ET isn't just phoning home, they're dropping by our neighborhood. Now, before you start checking under your bed for alien house guests, let's consider the facts. About 1/3 of people, according to polls, not along with Bigelow, convinced that our skies are a cosmic highway for alien travelers. And with around 10,000 UFO sightings reported in the US alone each year, it's tempting to think there's a party in the sky and Earth's just not invited. But why would these advanced beings want to visit us? To offer a helping hand with our earthly dilemmas? That's a bit like expecting interstellar social workers. Considering the vast distances in our relatively quiet broadcast into the cosmos, it's unlikely they're rushing over to help us cool down the planet or put an end to wars. And here's where things get even scarier. Most of the so-called evidence for alien visits comes down to sightings, lights and shapes in the sky doing the impossible. Yet, when we zoom in, these sightings often turn out to be less close encounter and more camera blunder or wishful thinking. Eyewitness accounts, thrilling as they are, have a reliability rating that wouldn't get them far in a court of law. And for those holding on to the belief that there's proof out there, well, it's curious that such groundbreaking evidence has the habit of being as accessible as a secret menu at a fast food joint. So, are aliens among us, or is the truth more grounded? Maybe our fascination with visitors from the stars says more about us than it does about them. In the end, whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the discussion about extraterrestrial life keeps us looking to the stars, dreaming about what discoveries lie beyond our blue speck in the cosmos. But let's leave you with something to ponder. What if, among the countless stars and galaxies, there's a civilization looking back at us, wondering the same thing? What if we're not just observers, but the observed? And who knows, maybe one day we'll get that alienatic knock on the door. Until then, keep your eyes on the skies and your feet on the ground.